Alright, plug. We're gonna be looking at the craziest episode of Power I've seen in the entire Power universe, I'm saying. Since Tariq got arrested for that double murder. I mean, Jesus Christ, there was so much going on in this episode. I don't even know where to start. I mean, like that nigga Walter Flint, like, bro, he's having conversations with Greg Knotts and Lorenzo Tejada. That nigga's in heaven! And I mean, god damn it, it's all because of Claudia. And what's brazy is because Claudia and Vic had planned this murder theyself. But Claudia had told Vic, yeah, Dublin's men, them niggas gonna slide at 9 o'clock at night. Bro, it was like 8:30, bro. Paulie wasn't even supposed to be there. Yo, this nigga Paulie, he came over to have some drinks with the guys. Man, he got a lot more than just a couple of shots, nigga. Yo, that nigga got clipped. And Walter, he was actually a badass, blood took out everybody. He clipped the entire Dublin militia. All to fucking call that nigga Vic Flynn a bitch and turn his back on him. And I told y'all it was coming. I said, we're due for a father-son/parent killing a child. We're due for some shit like that, bro. It's coming. And we seen it right here. I told y'all I will go back to my last video and we can find it. But god damn it, that nigga Vic had enough. This nigga turned into Tariq 2.0. This nigga cooked that nigga Walter, bro. He said, oh yeah, Walter, guess what? Hey, tell that nigga Lorenzo Tejada, Monet said hi, nigga. Yo, he clipped that nigga in the face. Walter Flynn and Paulie, yo, them niggas went out like them motherfuckers in Goodfellas. Hold on one second. My bad, y'all, I'm at work. But little did Claudia know, Vic found out that she set him up because Dublin was talking about earlier in the episode, and I'm about to let Mark Dark explain all this shit, but Dublin was all like, yeah, even if you kill your dad, you ain't never really gonna be in charge as long as that nigga Vic alive, so he was gonna have Vic wiped out with the rest of them. But that nigga Vic, he like a cockroach, so that nigga's still breathing, and he knows that Claudia set him up, so now this nigga trying to set Claudia up with the police. The cops want Tommy. These niggas don't even know it, and Tommy got some whole other shit going on, but Vic agreed to fucking cooperate with the cops. This nigga on some gunner shit, bro. He's snitching. He said, nigga, if I gotta take the stand, fine. Just give me a new name and a new location, a fresh life, maybe a fucking stacked bank account. We can call it a P. And then, god damn it. I seen the episode promo for episode 6, though. I'm not sure if he actually going to flip on Tommy or not, though, because he know Tommy trying to clip Claudia. Or maybe he'll just keep Tommy alive long enough to kill. I don't know, man. I don't know, but this shit is out of fucking control. And that's just the Flynn. Like, the Flynn family is, like, the fucking, like, centerpiece of this show. Like, the Tommy shit is interesting, but I mean, like, the fucking Flynn family, like, it's like watching Jersey Shore. Like, this shit is just crazy. And, like I said, the police, they really on this nigga Tommy. I mean, that black chick, Stacey Marks, she got a boner for this nigga Tommy. So yeah, she can definitely, she definitely gonna fucking not stop until she catch that nigga or die. I don't know. One of the two gonna happen though. And then don't get me started on this nigga Jannar. I mean, like, bro, this nigga gave up his chain for some sketchy nigga who fucking had all kind of rashes on him. Yo, blood fucking stuck a fucking needle and injected the heroin. Yo, this nigga Jannar's, his dad was in the fucking hospital. Him and Diamond, because Diamond had some scene with his fucking dad. And, this nigga Jannar, bro, like, while his dad was at death's door, his dad was a fucking no-show their whole life. He finally being for real for the first time. He's like, I'm sorry, I wish I could have been a better father to take care of your brother. Yo, man, Diamond over there being a real fucking son, being a real nigga, a real goddamn man, a city boy. And this nigga Jannar, bro, this nigga he in the passenger seat of some 2001 Buick. This nigga got some random motherfucker sticking a needle in him. Injecting the heroin, this nigga all fucking fading out, bro. Like, looking like that time that fucking Goob Monster knocked out Jimmy Neutron. Like, it was brazy, bro. And then, goddamn it, we know D-Mac clipped a cop last episode, and Tommy and JP are pieces of shit because they just sent D-Mac away. They pretended to have him kidnapped, but they told Kate that he's gone, so she's under the impression that he's dead. And we see in the previous episodes, Kate's been on this whole nice game shit, but now we know that she's back on crack, or I don't think it's crack actually, but she's sniffing some kind of white stuff, so I know it's not good, my nigga, and it's all because she thinks D-Mac is dead. So there was just a lot going on this episode, my niggity spliggity, but I'm gonna let my man's Mark Dart take over. And this nigga was the GOAT. This nigga was the one who originally inspired me to start even just like reviewing episodes of different shit, not even just Power. I always fucked with this nigga. This nigga was always the GOAT in my eyes, so I just Always like to give a nigga his flowers while I can.
He dies tonight.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight, we're going to be talking about Power Book 4 Force Season 2, Episode 5. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions, so down below, I want you guys to give me your quick thoughts, early impressions on this episode. I mean, this was an action-packed episode, and as we talked about in my prior videos about Ghost popping up, I told you guys don't get your hopes up too high, and it seems like that posting that Joseph Sikora made last year, all that was just a little bit of promo for this episode, and man, it was crazy. And I already know people gonna be upset talking about we didn't see nothing.
These niggas, you see this shit? These niggas are talking about, yeah, bro, buy our pants, you know, the pockets zip up. Like, yo, fuck you.
We didn't see nothing about Ghost, but hey, as I told you guys, don't get your hopes up. You already know what time it is, and we didn't see Jack. I said in order to bring Mario Harvey back, they got to pay him that money, and apparently the money ain't right just yet. And I did see people talking about how, you know, they just canceled about 3.
Yo, this nigga Omari Hardwick, this nigga said, yo, if you want me to be back on power, nigga, like, make my bank account look like Elon Musk.
4 shows, so they should have the money. Well, we gonna see what's gonna happen down the line, but as of right now, it was just promo. And excuse my voice, your boy done caught a cold, but you already know I gotta still put this content out there for you guys, so bear with your boy. But man, this episode, man, it was flat out crazy. And as I told you guys in the past, I'm not a big fan of the parallel of the kid taking out the parent. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep seeing it.
All I'm saying is I'm not gonna interject too much when he's talking, but I said it. I said it was coming. Y'all cannot say I didn't.
Over and over again. And of course, that's exactly what we saw in this episode. And I was hoping things would switch up. I didn't want to see the same type of parallel, but that's exactly what we end up seeing. Your boy Vic, he took out his pops, Walter Flynn. So we smoking on that Walter Flynn pack. And man, your boy Paulie. Now, I'm not a fan of that whole Paulie killing. I did see some predictions.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I just wish, like, Paulie had called in sick that night. I mean, god damn it. But, yo, if you trying to fucking get a hold of that nigga Walter Flynn, Lorenzo Tejada, Joe Proctor, like, my nigga, bro, fuck it, like, that long distance calling card, like, that shit don't work no more, nigga. You need a goddamn Ouija board to touch these niggas.
Predictions talking about Paulie may get dropped off. I told you we saw Paulie in the trailer behind Walter Flynn, so we already know he was going to be.
This nigga Mark Dart, this nigga think he no label to label. This nigga lives into the future? He knew Paulie was going on vacation for good?
In that big shootout, but I'm thinking like, man, I wanted to see more of Paulie's character.
Facts.
Back in season 1, I talked about Paulie and how we should get more character development, more secrets revealed, but we really didn't get anything out of his character in season 2. I wish we would have, because I wanted to see.
My nigga Mark Dart, yo, the way he talking, like, this nigga was expecting like a Paulie spinoff or something.
See more out of that. So I do believe that the whole Paulie death, it was kind of short. I also believe that the Brendan death was short as well. Once again, we get a character, they build him up for a little bit, and then they drop him straight off. So I'm like, man, so he gone. The shooters from Dublin, they got smoked as well. I mean, these guys are just flat out trash. They talk about them and how, you know, big and bad they are, and then we see them in one episode and they get smoked. Now, Claudia decided.
Yo, my man's Mark Dart violating these motherfuckers. Yo, he straight up said it. He said, yo, you was here for like 2 episodes. You got dropped off at Heaven's Gates, nigga. What's going on?
To go up against Vic, turn her back on him because she wants to take over. And I'm thinking like, okay,
that's
Claudia,
sick
you
fuck.
flat out crazy. She wasn't all red, so we already knew she was going to have a major impact on this episode. But the sad thing is Vic knows what time it is. I mean, she takes out Brendan because Brendan exposed her. Now Vic, he wants to take her down. He wants to see her suffer. In my opinion, the way that Vic is doing this, and that's if he continues to do it like we're seeing, Vic is pretty much done for. I mean, you take your dad out, now you want.
Yo, that's a fact, bro. I mean, like, okay, yeah, he not even wrong. Now that we really think about that, I didn't brainstorm that originally, but yo, that nigga already they wanted him for a murder in this episode. You know, it's two niggas snitching on him, and then this nigga clipped his fucking dad, and now this nigga flipping on his sister, and we already know, bro. If you chatting in the power universe, like, just start the fucking countdown. God damn it, bro. I mean, never seen a snitch make it more than 2 seasons. Let me know if I'm tripping in the comment section, yo. I mean, goddamn, it's gonna be tragic, bro. It's gonna be tragic. But I mean, yo, the fucking Flynn family is going out like the dinosaurs, my nigga. Extinct!
Now you want to take your sister out, you want to see her suffer, but you decide that you want to work with the feds. So now you mean to tell me you want to be a snitch. We know if he going off the parallels that Vic, you know, his days are just numbered. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to last long at all on this show. And when it's all said and done, he may lose when he's going up against his sister. But you mean to tell me he's going to be around Tommy getting intel, going back to Stacey Marks, giving her intel on how everything is going? Like, really? Like, come on. I knew Vic would have a dark path this season. I'm hoping he can still switch things up, but turn into a snitch is not going to play out the right way, because we know in the Power universe, snitches, they do not last. So if Vic is going to continue this whole game plan, I don't see him making it out. I wish he would have did something different, but hey, it is what it is, man. The Power universe, they don't play about their parallels. We're going to see if they're going to switch it up and give us a twist. But as I told you guys, if Vic continues to do what he's doing, he's done for. His fate is pretty much sealed.
Facts.
We know it just based off the history of the Power universe. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on D-Mac. I mean, how dumb.
Well, okay. I do want to just mention one thing, though. I mean, and I know this is like a reach, but didn't Lauren snitch? I know she held it down in the end, but at a point in time, yo, she had a lot to say. I'm just saying.
Can you actually be? And I don't care how young he is. You just drop off a cop and you still out on the streets? Like, are you crazy? I mean, this guy gotta be flat out stupid. On top of that, Kate Egan, what the hell is you doing? You think it's cool to allow D-Mac to go out on these streets after you heard Tommy go off and you knew it was something very serious? Like, are you...
Like I said, bro, she's one of them 80s grandmas. She's like, yeah, give him a little space, Tommy. Like, yo, a little fucking space. This nigga gonna be fucking headed towards outer space if he keep it up.
Stupid. I was like, okay, is she smoking that stuff again? I mean, apparently she wasn't, but we know by the end of the episode, it was just a matter of time before Kate start to get back on that stuff. And I made a joke about that in my final predictions about how long before she will, relapse. Well, we saw that in this episode because Tommy went off on her. And
Yo, I mean, like, yo, my man's no label to label. This nigga is like That's So Raven of the Power Universe. But this nigga Mark Dark, the way he talking, like, this nigga might have collected that green Infinity Stone. You know that one that lets you look into the future? Remember when Doctor Strange was like tweaking out and shit? This nigga like, I seen like 14 million outcomes. We only won one of them against Thanos. Yo, is this nigga Mark Dark or some shit like that?
and she believed that Tommy ended up taking, D-Mac out, but he didn't do that. I knew Tommy wasn't going to take him out, and he ended up sending him away to a youth academy. And his storyline is about to get crazy, y'all. Do you honestly believe that D-Mac is going to follow the rules? I don't think so. I still think it's going to be something up with this character, and I want to know what's...
Hey, with him at a fucking college, imagine if you bring like the ghetto, the drugs, the hood to that fucking little professional or country looking school. Because that shit definitely was no Stansfield. But yo, it's kind of mimicking the Tariq timeline a little bit. And I'm seeing Tommy make more and more ghost moves. But I also thought it was pretty lit to see that motherfucker Diamond stand up to Tommy and be like, yo, take care of D-Mac or I'll have to. Like, I thought that was pretty badass. So y'all gotta know what we thinking about this episode in the comment section. This shit, ever since episode 3, like first 2 episodes, but ever since then, fire.
Want to know what's going to happen once he does return. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy Jannard. Once again, he was tweaking. That man was on those needles up in this episode. He wasn't playing around. And then we know his pops end up...
Yo, blood, so he getting down like them niggas on the corner do.
Dying. I talked to you guys about the final predictions of how most likely he's going to be a family member. Those were the rumors, and we know his pops ain't here no more. And man, how y'all think Tommy gonna feel about Jannard joining CBI once again? You can tell off the episode 6 trailer that Tommy ain't really, agreeing with Diamond bringing Jannard back in. I mean, this dude is stealing from his own peoples. I mean, he was doing entirely too much in this episode. Luckily, he didn't get smoked. Realistically speaking, the stuff that Jannard was pulling in this episode, I really believe he would have got smoked in real life. But hey,
Yo, that's a fact, bro. I mean, a part of me was thinking to myself, like, yo, Walter Flynn, yo, hey, while you waiting in line to go to heaven, you might have a little bit of company, nigga. A little bit of fucking friends from CBI.
that's just me. Ain't nobody about to sit up here and allow you to continue to screw them over time and time again, rob them, you acting all crazy. Hell nah. Jannard would have been up out of here. I don't see this whole thing playing out with Tommy and Diamond going the right way because Jannard, it's Jannard, y'all. We already know it's just a matter of time before he screws up once again. And
Facts.
we can already tell the people that he's close to, they getting sick and tired of him as well. And they better hope and pray that this whole move that Diamond and Tommy.
Also, can we just mention the fact that this nigga Jannard lied about getting the drugs from Miguel when he know he robbed them bitches? Like, he stole them from somebody, blood. And that chain that he gave away, I think he stole that shit too, didn't he? And let me know in the comment section. Or maybe I was tripping. Maybe that was his chain. I don't know. But, yo, that nigga, he walking around to the drug dealer's house. He begging him, yo, bro, I'll give you everything in my pocket, bro. Please, just give me a little drugs. I'm sick. I'm like, God damn, nigga, you don't fucking let the streets know you withdrawing, nigga. Ain't that a sign of weakness? I mean, I ain't no hood nigga, but y'all gotta let me know. Maybe I'm tweaking.
Diamond and Tommy is making, trying to bring all the crews together as one. They better hope and pray that it goes as planned, because if not, it's gonna be some trouble. And we already know in episode 6, it's gonna be some issues with the Serbs, and we know Miguel Garcia, he ain't playing around as well. Y'all
Facts.
saw what he was on in this episode. He ended up beating the brakes off of Mireya's old love interest. I mean, that dude was suffering in this episode, man. But
Yo, facts, bro. Like, that nigga spent like 10 years becoming a neurosurgeon, bro. All to have not Maria Suarez, but that Maria chick, Miguel is her brother, bro. Like, yo, this nigga was fucking talking spicy to Miguel's sister. And, like, you know, she said, Miguel, don't worry about it. Just get in the car. He's like, I can go talk to him. She's like, just get in the car and drive me, motherfucker. You know, he hopped in the car. You know, he fucking took off like that nigga Speed Racer. Man, a couple of scenes later, this nigga Miguel, like, yo, you know when a motherfucker first get home after a long day at work, you know, and like this nigga got information, but he hiding out low key, he trying to avoid the cops and all that shit, and Batman just show up in his apartment, like, Tim, this nigga, like, yo, it was some shit like that, my nigga, like, it was crazy. Like, this nigga Miguel, like, yo, this nigga was legit. I think he was standing in a dark room waiting for this nigga to fucking come in. Like, it was crazy.
I'm eager to see what's going to happen next. Now, you guys, y'all let me know, how did you feel about episode 5? It was action-packed.
I fucked with
was
it.
Walter Flynn's last outing. I told you guys I wanted to see a little bit more character development out of the Paulie character. I believe they could have done more with him. And once again, we get new characters. They come in and they get dropped off.
Yo, that nigga Walter Flynn got assassinated. He went out like one of the zombies in Call of Duty Black Ops, nigga. Like, come on, let's keep it up, P.
Just like that. In the power parallels, they continue with the kids taking out their parents. I mean,
Yep.
it is
I
what
called
it is,
it.
man.
I
It's
called
power,
it.
so
Maybe
we
I'm
know
psychic.
what
Maybe I'm
time it
psychic
is.
again in the Power
I'm gonna
Universe.
catch you guys later on in the day for the full recap. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
It's very seldom we view the GOAT, but I wanted to be early today, so we did it. Shout out Mark Dark. So much love and support. I'd never ever could find the words to tell you how much you inspire me, but you that nigga. So I support you all the way. And if y'all enjoyed this vid, like, sub, but before you sub to my channel, make sure you sub to the GOATs, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm like 6 subscribers from 500. So if you don't mind,